Call to order and roll call.
Trustee Quinn is accident excused. Marlene Lynch.
Yeah, I guess who's running it? Okay.
You're
And
elected.
You want to call
Ta-da.
everybody's name
Yeah, so Marlene Lynch,
here?
Casey Bernowski. Colleen Weinstein,
Here.
Ed Nelson,
Here.
Here.
Kelly Benson,
Here. And Paul, did he call?
Paul is also accident excused.
Okay.
Village Administrator.
Present.
Here. And Jackson Wagland, I think that's where the meeting.
Okay, why don't we stand for the pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and justice for all.
We always do it faster in school, so you can keep this up
Not too fast there, yeah.
every day.
Any citizens, no citizens here, are there any online? Okay. Approval of the minutes, meeting minutes from January 8th, 2025. Any additions, subtractions, or whatever have you? Do we have a motion to accept? Tracy, second,
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Correspondence? No correspondence. Park super report.
All right, this past month, we've been working on pruning trees at Lincoln Community Park and Stone Family Park. Did a lot of stump grinding over at Stone Family. We were able to prune the cross country ski trails this year. They were open for over 8 days.
Wow.
Surface the ice rink 2 times on equipment maintenance. Started to fix plow damage in the parks and on our personal plow routes. We did drain the ice rink. It was open for 43 days. this season.
Okay, better.
I did order trees. I got 325 total coming for the free tree giveaway, which is going to be April 26th. We installed pallet racking in our cold storage building in the right area space. And then I did attend the UW extension landscape and ground court.
Pecan, we can grow pecan trees here?
That sounds interesting.
I thought that was a so.
I have a question for Mike, please.
I thought that was so.
That area next to the maintenance building, I see it's all fenced and everything, and that's gonna be like a nursery, is that right? Where you will plant seedlings and then those will be moved about?
Correct.
When do you anticipate getting those seedlings?
Some of them are going to be free.
Oh,
And then, you know,
thank you. Good, yeah.
Yeah. No, Mike, thank you for doing that. Is there water at the site? Okay. I mean, because that's a huge area.
it's not.
An acre? Okay, I kind of wondered because I was up there the other day just taking. Okay. No, I would think not.
The deer and the rabbit's gonna eat them all up.
That's why he has that fantastic fence.
Big fence.
Yeah.
So most of these are deciduous, or will you also get some evergreens going in there too, or?
It's going to be mainly native. There will be some white pines.
Okay. Well, and shout out about those flags throughout the park. I haven't seen the spring ones. You just said that they were putting them in, but the ones from the winter were sure festive looking, so kudos to whoever ordered those, and thanks for having them up, Mike.
Have to get up to the park. Okay, anything else in the park super report? Unfinished business, discussion and necessary action
about the inquiry to hold a run walk in Lisbon Community Park in spring 2025.
So I don't have anything new from what we discussed last time. I did, give him the information about requesting to notify people about the plug line. Just signs, so people are aware, but, same date. Really no change.
What was that date again?
May 17th. And you said maybe about 150 people, I think last time is what they were guesstimating.
Yeah,
You
it's
still-
pretty much a guesstimate. I mean, he probably won't know.
Mhm.
And nobody, and nobody from the village or park has to do anything, that's all on them.
Fantastic.
Okay,
Mhm.
moving on to the community festival planning. Paula asked me to cover that for her. I did make some calls for her. And Jasmine, did you send out the flyers? Okay. Attitude Dance has to be contacted again. I don't know who's handling that stuff. Should I just give this to somebody else to handle? And JK Lee, they're gonna be doing, JK Lee is gonna be there from 1 to 1:30. And they do not need a stage. They can do it in the field. Or wherever, wherever's wanted. So whoever is setting that up, who goes where. But Attitude Dance has to be called. Do you want to pass that on to Paula or whoever?
Sure. Also really quick, for the walk and run, we put that back on there because a formal motion was not made before previously. So we have talked about all this, so if you guys want a motion to approve all of that, just that we have a formal motion. That's fine.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the usage of the Lisbon Community Park on May 17th to hold a run and walk by? Who's doing that?
Silver Circle?
Silver Circle.
Silver Circle. Do we have a motion, please?
So move.
Oh, and I'll
Yeah.
second it.
Danette, second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, got that. Where are we now? Okay, we got this chili walkie popsicles. Is that for the community festival?
Yeah.
Who contacted them or what's going on with them?
They contacted me and I get, maybe Kathy reached out to them back last year, I'm not sure, but,
Okay,
I looked them up online, they have really good reviews. A lot of different flavors, they bring their little cart or they can bring something bigger like their stand there, so I don't know if we had a vendor for desserts
we
already.
do.
Okay. So,
And we'll put this on hold until I go through this stuff. Is that okay? Wisconsin Meat and Sausage will be doing all the food. Chris Korlewski is the owner, and he will also donate back to the town, and the volunteers will eat free. And I told him he could use the whole shelter for that.
And what's the name of that, the company that's?
Wisconsin Meat and Sausage, you
Sausage.
know them. They were
Uh,
recommended by us.
Wisconsin Meat and
Right, so
Sausage.
no Optimists are there at
No.
all, none of that. Okay.
No.
I don't know if this is out of place, but one of the things that I was, for example, responsible for is Venture Rock.
Mhm.
And under our former administrator, in other words, Kathy, we were told that we didn't, as long as we produce materials, i.e. here's the bill, that the board would take care of it. And Jen, I just want to know, I haven't received any emails, from Adventure Rock for a while, but of course, our community fest isn't until June. Under your administration, since you are the new administrator, can we assume, because the Adventure Rock cost to the village is approximately a little more than $1,000.
Okay.
Okay. Do I have to worry that, we're gonna come up short or et cetera? In other words, are they,
no, I don't think so, we have. Land and Stone is paying for the hay rides, Genesee Aggregates put in a check for $1,000. Holcomb is paying for all $1,900 for the face painting and balloons. And I have another donation. I was pulling it up here. I just couldn't remember what it was for, but we have one other that's submitting payment for, I don't know what it is, hay rides or something like that.
Okay.
Hmm.
Did
Yeah.
you, as the new administrator, did you pursue those entities to see if they were willing to contribute?
Yeah.
Okay. Because historically, that's one of the things that I did, and I have no problem with,
Oh, you-
saying, here.
You do it.
You know, you can take that. Anyway, well, I can talk to you later about that, but, okay.
So the
be-
point is, we have money.
Okay, because Kathy had said that there was initial deposit that was placed before Adventure Rock, because they wanted, obviously, like most entities, they wanted some money up front. I believe it was in the range of $200 and some dollars or $300
Okay.
that was sent to them. I don't remember the exact amount that they are charging, but I know it was a little bit over $1,000. But you answered my question, so thank you.
Did we have them last year?
Yes, we did. So this will either be the second or possibly third year
Be the third year.
that they've come on.
Okay.
And based on my observation last summer, they earned every nickel. They got here, they were there on time, they stayed the whole time, and it was a very well-attended item because it's next to where we have all the bouncy houses, which is next to the ice rink, yada, yada, at Community Park. All right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, finishing under the food. Tundra Treats, ice cream and frozen treats will be there from 11 to 2:15. So we'll have sweets for most of the day and we'll have food from 11 to 4.
So there's gonna be the Tundra treats and these?
No.
things?
No, that's what I said.
I only added it to the agenda as
As a-
because it was a request from the chair.
request.
Okay.
I don't think we need two of them.
Yeah, but if Tundra Treats is only there till 2:15.
Then we close at 4. Unless they want to come from 2:15 on.
It's probably not worth it for them.
No.
I wouldn't think it would be worth it for that vendor.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to get them in once we get rolling, probably.
Yeah.
No.
Cause the Chilwaukee, they were at the basketball grand opening.
Right.
The Salt actually brought them in.
They were very good. There was one fellow who ran it and everybody loved their
Yeah,
items.
I had committed to Tundra Treats before I got that, because that just came in the mail,
Okay.
in the email, so,
Well, maybe we can look at them next year.
Yes,
and
next
send
year.
them
Right.
something
absolutely.
Positive.
Yeah. We have the police auxiliary coming for the festival. They're all signed up and ready to go. And I have sent John Barnes from the Optimist Club did our baseball. I did send him an email but it's a little early to worry about that. If he would handle that.
Yeah, a lot of times with that group, they did they gave us a bunch of volunteers for the
Yeah.
bouncy houses and
And-
stuff, so we're gonna need more.
Yeah.
Either if they're willing to still volunteer, even though we're not doing their food.
They just couldn't get enough people together to do it. I'm just gonna go down the list. Danette, you have the band. Have they been committed? Did they get something into Dan?
Kurt Booz was to communicate with you, Dan, and have the contract. I haven't heard anything. I'm out of it after that.
Yep,
so.
I have it. I'm working with
Okay.
them. My only concern with the band, and I don't know if this has worked out in the past, but they want drinks, like drinks and food provided.
Yeah,
or
they
drinks
get-
and soft beverage.
They
So
got-
I don't wanna bring that to the board and then there's a concern that, they're drinking 10 beers.
No.
in a 2-hour time span.
They had a beer for their break.
So we don't have any issue with approving a contract with that?
No,
And we don't have our own, we're not selling our own beer, so we can't just give them a beer, we have to buy the beer.
yeah, well,
So it's-
one.
And who is doing the beer stuff?
I haven't gotten down the road
Okay.
list here yet. Horse-drawn wagon. Kelly and the petting zoo, have you contacted them?
Yep, and I believe, did Mary Kay she sent you everything?
Contracts on the agenda for them.
Okay, and then, have you heard from the I know that they're
not really quite their season, but I did give them your email to send the
The
contract for that.
petting zoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have, or maybe I have the petting zoo and not the. You can keep talking.
Oh, okay. Tracy, you got the balloon face painters, bouncy houses.
Yeah, and Tracy from the balloon, the Jester Place, she had just texted me the other day and asked me if we had gotten the contract, and I said we had the meeting tonight, so I would let her know, but you got the contract from that Jester Fund already?
I have, tonight I have, petting zoo, Heartland Inflatables and Hoof Beats Express. Is
Yeah,
that
that's
the
the horse,
the
yeah.
horse?
Okay.
Okay, that's what I have.
Okay, so
And you didn't get anything from Jester, Tracy Jester, she's the balloon and face painting?
Let's see,
and the bouncy houses.
That was.
So-
my- yeah,
Bouncy's
you
on
got the-
tonight.
Oh, you got the
That-
bouncy.
that's
houses.
mine.
Okay.
So Marlene, you're using inflatables and bouncy houses as the same thing?
Yeah.
But that's interchangeable. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, just the communication I had with Mary Kay was that we will put up signage to indicate the first ride starts at 11:30. And the rides end by 3:30, and that's what we have been discussing.
They have
so
to
that
be
should
set up and ready to go.
Yes, which
Right.
is what I said, that the
Okay.
signs will say the first ride will start at 11:30.
Any other under there? Okay, she was busy this week, so I called JK Lee. And they're all set. The dance studio has to be called back. And the fire department and the Flight for Life. And the beer truck. Has anything been done with the beer truck, or is Paula still working on that?
No, beer trucks, good. I'm working on a contract with them. They have a license that's going to the board tonight that allows them to sell beer on site and, mixed hard beverages, but I think it's more of like truly style kind of beverages.
Okay. And Adventure Rock, Ed, did you say?
Yeah, Dan, do you have their contract? Because it should have been sent to Kathy for Adventure Rock.
I can look in her old, I haven't gotten anything since I started in December, but are you
Okay.
looking at last year's contract?
No, this would be for this coming summer.
I haven't seen anything come through.
Could you call them again, Ed? And ask them
Sure.
to send one to him? Okay.
Or I can look at what they sent me.
Oh, okay, and then pass it on to Dan.
Yeah.
Okay, and again, for the festival, I contacted the auxiliary and they are coming.
I didn't get anything from Tracy.
The Jester Fund?
Yeah.
No, all right, I'll send her a message and have her resend it to you.
Okay,
I have a question, Marlene.
sure.
Okay, so who is going to sell water and soft drinks?
And the meat company
That
guy, he's
Wisconsin
taking
meat
care of
and
everything.
sausage they're doing all. Do you have any idea what kind of prices they're?
Yeah,
going to
they're
be
very reasonable.
Asking, what does that mean?
He told me
Okay,
at the time when I had all kinds of stress going
mean,
on.
just
and I
so
didn't
that-
Write it down.
I just want to, again, because that one year when somebody was selling waters for $2 or $3 or $4 or something.
No, he's.
You know, we heard a lot of pushback on that. It
Yeah.
was very expensive and it was uncalled for, we thought.
Oh,
So, I mean, I
will,
just don't want, because
good
this is a
question.
family friendly, we want it to be reasonable.
right,
know.
and I will call him next month and I'll ask him to send me a
Like a price list.
price list.
That would be, thank you. That would help, that help.
Yeah, I had.
Because again, it isn't right for a family of 4 or 5 to come and they have to pay $5 each for a bottle of water. And it's a
No.
hot day,
Well, based on current trends, if our prices are not higher this coming summer, we're behind the curve.
Okay, but let's see. what
You
they
know,
have.
Yeah,
I
let's
see
see.
the $5, that seems to be exorbitant.
Right.
But it's not unusual to pay $2 to $3 for a bottle of water
Right.
at
I can
whatever.
see $2 or something, but yeah, I'm just curious because I'd rather know ahead of time and have pushback the day of or have complaints come in when maybe we could have averted.
We don't get complaints. Everyone has a good time. Just kidding.
That's all.
How are we doing here? But any other things under the festival?
We haven't talked about, extra porta potties at all. I don't know if someone,
Mike,
you're on that.
Yeah. I assume we're good with what we had last year.
Yeah, I didn't see any big lines or
Yeah.
anything.
No.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And Mike, you're gonna be, once everything gets organized, you're gonna be in setting up who goes where?
Yep.
Okay. I think there was something last year, more space between the bouncy houses. Blow up inflatables, wasn't there a comment like that?
Yeah, it was for shade.
Restricted on His cord length, going forward, yeah,
Um,
at the shelter, so I know that's. what kind of-
Okay,
Yeah, and it was for shade, but wasn't last year, it was the year before we ran into issues, but last year it got warm, but we put in that obstacle course, which made it I don't think there was a whole lot of space to put in between them.
okay.
Because we had the rock climbing thing, and then we had the obstacle course, and then we had the 3 other things, and then you're over to the pavilion.
Yeah, and we're gonna, once we get close, we're gonna have to, go over the list, who has to be where. Because, Paula and I will not be in the beer tent.
Right.
So that'll be freeing up 2. And, if any husbands, boyfriends, kids wanna come, I suppose.
Well, and Mike, because the ball field will be being worked on during our festival time. We in the past have used some of that land for parking, right?
Yes,
So what's the plan? Because I know we had a bazillion cars. What's your input on that? Since that whole area is gonna be cordoned off, it won't be. Me too, me too,
that's kind of my plan,
right,
I don't think it'll interfere,
okay,
Yeah.
so you don't see it, okay.
and I can stake it out better for parking last year. Was kind of last minute, sort of,
Mhm.
part of it, so I didn't want those other parking days.
Like you said, you'll know how far along the ball fields are, maybe they're done by then. Thank you.
Okay, anything else under the, festival?
In the past, we've had the ATM, but I'm assuming everybody will be able to take credit cards this year. I think it was the Optimist Club that needed cash, maybe.
Couldn't tell you about that.
I don't know if the ATM is something that we need
I
to.
know a
think
lot of
about.
people used it.
That's
Um,
good.
Right, so I don't know if that's something we even need to consider this
Yeah,
year or
I
not.
Who brought that in? Somebody from the town board brought that in.
Natasha did. I don't know that it was worth the money for him to come in to see. I think he only made like $20 to do that. all day.
No.
So I don't know that, I don't even. wanna
Set
ask
up
him to
and
be
all.
honest
No,
with
you
you,
don't.
but I'll
Oh my
check with,
God.
Need it.
Look
I'll
out.
check
Everybody
with
should be able to take
Infinity to
credit
make sure
this
they
year.
can
Yeah,
take
people
cards,
should
and if
know.
you wanna check with Wisconsin wheat and sausage.
Okay,
But wouldn't each of those vendors, they're accustomed to however they handle the transaction, so I don't think we have to worry about any of these
Yeah,
vendors
definitely not.
doing that.
People should
Right,
come
I mean-
prepared.
Yeah, because
you know,
Tata
not
Trees are not gonna
assume.
take charge cards
Do they need anything? to take those ones?
or Venmo or whatever they do.
why do they
you
just
know.
I have no idea.
mobile service?
I will
Or-
call.
I mean, I would
Thank
think
you.
all the vendors could take
Yeah.
credit.
Right. I would-
But ATM is something that we've had in the past, so I
Yeah.
just throwing it.
Yeah,
out there.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about.
I don't think we need the ATM.
'Cause they
And
can't
I
do their
think these
stuff
vendors are all,
They have to
Yeah.
do
How
it.
even have-
How much do you say it costs?
$20
One of those
bucks.
things,
Yeah.
They
That's
may.
how much you made, yeah,
Well, they
to
made
bring
them.
it home.
Okay.
Can you imagine? Yeah,
Well,
no.
you know, if somebody has to have cash, they can run to the Quick Trip. There's an ATM with no fees.
That's
at the
true.
Quick
too.
Trip, so,
Yeah.
Um,
okay.
It's not far. You
Yes,
Um,
there is.
anything else on the festival? It's progressing really good. Discussion regarding Chilwaukee Popsicle mobile vendor. We'll put them on the thing for 2026. Wow. Discussion on the Easter egg extravaganza. Okay, I did pass out some stuff. And Mike, I want to set up with you. We do have 10 tables. I want to make out that what I did last year, when we pass out who goes where. How many tables should we have up until the shelter, that, gazebo? And how many after? Did we have,
Maybe I'll spread it out.
I think it was, I think it was 10 or 12
I think
last
we
year.
had 12 last. year.
12, yeah.
Oh, maybe it was 14. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Actually, some people didn't show up, yeah.
So I think
Well-
we usually had 2 right by the entrance where they start. We usually have 2 there.
Yeah, we got the bus there too, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the first table is usually the village board.
Oh.
And then fire department,
And the fire department is, I
Is
did
in there.
contact Sherman and Pewaukee. And Pewaukee's coming.
They're coming.
And are we gonna have some board members there?
I would assume so.
Well, would you like to announce it? We would love to have some board members there.
Well, how many people do you have scheduled so far who are saying they want to have a table? set?
10,
You have 10.
Yeah.
Can you run, like, who was it? Do you mind just telling? Who do you have? Like dentist and some of those people? or-
the bus from Dousman Transport, is the town board gonna be bringing their own treats? Or does Mike have to buy them for you?
Don't you usually buy? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Fire department.
Yeah, just the 3. Everybody else brings their own. Okay,
Hmm.
we'll let you get away with it this year then.
Right.
Fire Pewaukee Fire Department is coming, Circle Masters, Sled Bugs, Optimus Club, Exterior Pros, JK Lee, Taekwondo, Pizza Ranch, and then the sheriff. We're also gonna have the Culver Scoops mascot,
Hmm.
and we do have a bunny. And Troop 47 may or may not show up.
Hmm.
So we could use some volunteers for that too. And I will give this to the next project down here. Everybody will have a clipboard. Who's gonna be doing this? And Jasmine very nicely did this for me today, so I didn't have to do it.
Are we gonna have flyers for the festival? at the
Yes.
Easter Extravaganza?
Yes, we are.
It's only a month away. isn't
Yeah, it's coming up real fast.
April
it?
12th,
Yeah.
of 1 month.
It's only a
Um,
month, yeah.
yeah.
Do we say 5 tables then on each side?
Yeah.
So 1 to 5 and 6 to 10, okay,
We always had them on the one side, didn't we?
yeah, but we had from the gazebo's halfway point.
Oh.
And
right,
the
right.
sheriff is the last one because he comes in from the other end.
And-
Okay,
Marlene, is your car gonna be the place where people leave food donations or is it at the?
that will be at the front.
At the front. And where are we putting these or how are these getting dispersed around the communities?
Jasmine.
We sent out a bunch of emails to different
Okay.
businesses and they're gonna put it up in different locations and things like that.
I mean, this is very pretty. It's very eye.
School,
Yeah.
school.
Looks very inviting.
It's
So-
very springy.
She did send one out to Sussex. I did talk to Sussex. They're gonna promote it again at their Easter egg event in the morning.
Oh, good.
So I did call Sussex. That's okay. The little kids can come to our stuff. Well,
And is that Hamilton? Is that where it's at?
What's it?
okay, yeah, the battalion chief Sherman from Pewaukee, I talked to him and he was all excited about coming.
As long as it's not snowing and. the breeze.
Yeah. Marlene, question quick, as you're looking at your notes. Does Sussex still do something at the armory?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where the bunny used to start anyway.
Yeah,
Okay, so they do a early morning thing and then
till 12.
till 12.
Yeah, and we start technically at 12:30.
Okay, and they would be able to promote.
Yeah, they've got flyers they're gonna
Yeah,
be bet.
And Lisa, I assume also it's out on our website and or on Facebook. Because that's where the majority of parents are gonna see it, honestly.
I'll
So,
send it
okay.
to the chamber. I don't know what that'll do, but I'll send it to them. We're part of the chamber with Menominee Falls and Sussex and one other community. So
Yeah.
planning.
A lot of work goes into the flyers, but if you're in your 20s or 30s, you're looking online.
Hmm.
you're not looking at
And
a
a lot
flyer.
of this is word of mouth, because we get 300 to 500 kids and
And
more,
repeat,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
By
attendees.
mouth.
it is what it
Do they
is.
put it on the marquee at the fire station at, MD and K? I mean,
Yeah, I could send that over to them.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to update the sign.
Yeah.
I've forgotten what they got on
Something
there, but
else.
it's something from Happy Holidays.
We set up for a year and a
Christmas,
half that they were all gonna change with the times, but it's stuck on holidays. and all.
Yeah, who knows?
Okay.
Anyway.
Just going down for the setup and, did you all get that? Yeah, you did. Entrance control for, people traffic, I'll be up in front. The west entrance is, the traffic cones, we want them again like you did last year, right up where the road goes down to the down under. And Tracy, can you do that? And then you'll have a clipboard with the stuff on it. East entrance by the maintenance building would be Danette. And Danette, you're also gonna be, or Paula is a bunny handler. And then once everybody is in, then you can go help with the eggs. And Tracy too, when everybody is in, if you could help with the eggs and the bunny stuff.
don't
Um,
we hide those, don't the eggs get given like Friday or something? They never.
No.
It's
No.
always
It's
the-
that-
No,
How is the day,
it has the eggs, unless we miraculously upgraded our eggs,
Did
you don't
have
want
your
to put them
eggs?
out there 2 days
oh,
before.
yeah, usually
So
there's a
what
day
time
that we
should
fill the
we-
eggs too.
Let me finish this and then I'll
Yeah.
get there.
Hide eggs, okay.
West entrance.
It's not a big deal.
We have counters.
It's not a big deal.
And then the flyers to hand out for the festival. If Kelly and if we get any scouts, if not Kelly and I and whoever is free can help there, does that be okay? And then you gotta get the numbers on the table, that's Ed and Mike. So we got that.
So like eggs.
Did you buy some new eggs?
Yep.
How are you doing stuffing them? You need help?
Oh.
Oh, you got a little time.
You got a month, you got a whole month, yeah.
Well, I can have Jasmine send out a message if you need help, because we can, a lot of us can come.
We went
I
over
think a
that
bunch
one
of us
year.
went last year.
Yeah, we let it go last
We
year.
found- Yeah, we came in, it didn't take long at all. This.
Mhm.
And what are you thinking, like 1,200, 15?
I got enough for.
2,300.
Wow.
That's what I had the last couple of years. I had 2,800 like 3 years ago. And we almost ran out with that was the year we had great weather.
Mhm.
Oh,
And then the weather in the last couple of years has not been great. And we've had a lot of extra.
right.
Again.
Okay, last thing here, I'm gonna send this out to everybody and you will all get it now that I have a computer. We request that all helpers arrive and be set up by 11:45. Papers say the hunt is from 12:30 to 2. But if everybody has been, checked in, with Tracy can let me know, or, yeah. And then we're gonna start early, cause I'll be, standing in the front. telling-
People always come early
Yeah.
anyways.
Last year, we had 350, a low because of the weather. We usually have closer to 500 plus.
Hmm.
The line starts at the entrance to the Prairie on Bartlett Road, going down to the down under shelter. And that's where there should be that fence with the cones that can be moved. And if somebody comes in there, you know the route, they go to the east end. That'd be 6 to 10 go to the east end. Dousman School Bus will be parked at the west entrance, as will my car. Sheriff is the only one allowed to drive on the pathway grass to a spot near the end of the walk. He drives in from the east end. The fire department should drive on Bartlett to the east end, turn around and park near the west end entrance on the south side of the road. Picnic tables are on each side. You'll be told the number when you arrive. Mike, we need one table at the entrance. And do we have bags for the kids who don't? Yeah, okay. And the counters. At the east end is a bunny, Easter bunny, and the hunt, a bench is needed for him. Paula will be the bunny chief. A container needed for the empty bags, plastic eggs. And you're gonna put the banners out for the town board and the fire station. Now, what is the banner for the fire station? No, you wanna check on that and see if,
Where's the banner? We can ask, Pewaukee if they have their own fire banners.
They're not cheap. They're not-
Yeah, I wouldn't get in a banner for them.
so you're gonna call the fire chief? Or do you want, okay, you have his number?
I'll give it to you.
I have it if you need it. Okay,
I'll sh-
and you, Mike, you have the wooden numbers, and oh, can you bring that cart up? That we can use for people to haul their stuff back to the tables. And we got grocery bags.
And
Okay,
we'll have vests. I think we had,
yeah, we had
Yeah.
vests. I forgot about the vests.
so vests, bags,
High
counters, eggs.
Like this,
Okay.
this stuff.
Well, last year I brought dog bones. I'll bring dog bones again this year.
That went over really good. We handed out dog bones.
I bet.
People got the biggest kick out of that.
Mhm.
That was fun. Okay, that's some dog bones. Anything else that anybody can think of? And I will get those sent out, this week to everybody. The 10 tables and the bunny and everybody else, so. That will be done. Like I say, who asked me what time to show up? 11:30? Okay.
I was just gonna
You
ask.
Said 11:40.
Well, that's when
Oh, you want the other people?
the other
to show-
people there,
oh, okay.
yeah.
We show up at 11:30 and the whole thing itself is from 12:30 to 2,
Well, you know.
or
every
until
year we
people peter
started-
out.
Well, it might even start at noon, but if we gotta throw 2,000 gigs around, we better be there at 11:30.
Well, I think what you did is you only put out so many.
Right.
Used to do like, so like, you know, that center prairie,
Oh, that's right.
kind of divide the north and the south.
Okay,
And then, like, when you hide the eggs on the south side, when they're searching for them, they would hide them on the north side. And just keep
Oh.
flopping back and forth.
okay,
Then you
And then
usually
they
limit how many they
restrict it
can
to, like,
grab,
groups of, like,
right?
20 kids.
Yeah.
right,
So you put out like, you know, 3-4 eggs per kid.
okay.
Yeah,
And then
Yeah, and whoever does that should say, okay, guys, 3 eggs each,
Yeah,
you kind
Yeah.
of need someone there to.
yes, I'm,
supervise.
restrict people.
yeah, hold them up before they're all
Yeah,
just a
otherwise,
mad
yeah.
rush, yeah.
Yeah,
Unless we have a ton left over towards the end. It's like, okay, you can take 10.
Yeah.
great. The latecomers get more.
That kind of.
Right.
mm-hmm. I just pray for good weather. I mean, we had 300 kids with horrible weather,
Hmm.
you know, so,
Well, last year wasn't as bad as the year before.
oh, no.
Well, last year we got that snow going. You guys all had to plow and stuff last year.
Last year we did. ID. began at 12.
Oh, that's
Right.
right.
It was a mess.
That's right. Just handed.
You remember, fond memories.
When was it last year?
It was early.
It's always
Whatever,
on.
the
that-
week before Easter.
Yeah, it's always
Oh,
on that,
Whenever it
on the
was.
Saturday.
On
Sunday.
Sunday,
Which
Saturday,
always changes.
which would-
but last year was
That would
early.
have been
This
March
year's-
then, last
Let me
year.
see, what was our April?
It was pretty icy.
Hmm.
Anything else?
Easter was the first Sunday in April, so. it would've
Yeah,
been-
we had it on March 23rd last year.
Oh,
So, because Palm Sunday was the 24th, so. we
So
did
we're
it on
almost
23rd,
we're almost
so yeah,
3
it
weeks
was
away.
later.
3 weeks later, because it's April 12th,
It's the 12th,
Yeah.
right, it's 3 weeks.
yeah,
I know, yeah.
so. Anything else on any of the agenda stuff? Request for items to be placed on future agenda? Nothing, yay, nay,
It's probably just gonna be Community Fest again.
yeah, because the Easter egg will be over. But,
and it won't be long.
'Cause that'll be-
Well,
Just-
wait, I have one thing, Marlene. Can, like, on the next one, could we either put down status of the ball diamond? Or can Mike include the ball diamonds in
In
his
his
park
report?
report? So that if they've broken ground, you can tell us that, or we could talk about it.
has it broken, well, can I ask? Do we know when they're gonna break ground?
We right now temporary weight limits for them, so they can-
Okay,
there anyway,
okay.
so.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I know
the ground
that's
is hard
not
as
a-
a rock still underneath an inch of soft, so they have to thaw it out. But I'm in communication with the company. They will be starting this year,
Good.
probably mid-spring,
Okay.
late spring to early summer.
Do
completion.
we have another meeting before our extravaganza?
No.
Or is it right?
Yes.
Do we have a
So-
meeting before?
Trying to find my
Easter?
We
calendar.
have one on
We have it
April
on
9th.
April 9th.
It'll be just a few days before that.
April
Okay.
9th is the second Wednesday in
Next
April,
one.
and then 3 days later, so. it's-
Okay.
Marlene?
Hmm?
Quick question. There was, and I could be wrong, and maybe this is a conversation that Marlene and I had with you or you had with me. Was there any further, light on the renaming or possibly renaming Stone Family?
Stone Family Baseball Field.
Oh,
What-
I would,
There was. supposed
I
to be-
would adjourn the meeting.
Yeah, and then talk about it,
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do some.
because it's not on the agenda.
It's not on the agenda, of course not.
That's something that we talked about on the phone.
Okay,
That's where you got that from.
all right, well then I'll withdraw that question.
Okay.
So we don't have to
Anything
talk
else,
about it.
guys? Then we will call for a motion for an adjournment.
So move.
Ed,
I'll second.
Tracy, second. Hey, we got 20.
Okay,
So.
we can go.